What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Salt Shack podcast. My name's Bryce, aka Bruce Blanca, and I'm here with.
Caleb or War Monkey 75.
Today, we have a very fun episode lined up, I think. We have a little bit different slate for the day. We are starting with Would You Rather. I wrote down 9 questions. We're just going to do like a timer and give off our thoughts because I feel like some of them could be very long conversations in the future, maybe. They're kind of generic, nothing too special. Um, Next we got our very first hot takes segment. Basically, if you haven't watched the Escape Pod podcast, go watch them. They're great podcasts, but they do this hot take segment where they give each other hot takes, and if the person breaks or gets angry at the person that said the hot take gets a point, and it's kind of like a long lasting game over the span of the podcast. So, yep. And then we'll end off with our top 10 Pixar villains. I wrote down 6 honorable mentions for this.
I did too, yeah.
Okay. So, would you like to start with Would You Rather?
Sure.
Would you rather like to start with this or not?
Okay. Well, looks like we're only doing 2 segments. That was an awful idea. No.
I'm gonna get my timer out.
Hot take. Would you rather? Awful? No.
Awful segment, bro. Starting our Would You Rather segment. Would you rather be good at basketball or football?
Uh, ooh. My thinking, I feel like people in the NBA play like a lot longer than people in football. And I think football, you probably have more cause to like injure yourself. But I'd probably play in football. Just because I've never played a season of basketball before. I played 3 seasons of football. I really enjoyed it, but yeah.
I would go with football too. Um, I really enjoy like just playing basketball in our driveway. I don't
Yeah.
think I'd be like obviously the question is would you rather be good at something, but like I don't know. 82 like if I was in the NBA, 82 games a year would be insane,
Yeah.
including playoffs.
Yeah.
With football, yeah, you might get injured more. Like you have a higher chance of being injured, but I feel like being good at football is way harder than being good at basketball. At times, like I get there's only 13 people on a team in basketball, so you have to be like the best of the best of that, but like elite football players, I don't know.
I also can't dunk. I can get really close, but I feel like if you can dunk, it elevates your like play style so much more.
Yeah. All right, well, that took a minute 30.
Okay.
Cool. All right, would you rather be in a video game or a movie?
Like acting?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So voice acting a video game or
Sure.
acting in a movie?
Probably a movie because I think it's a broader audience, and then that could like kickstart my career into other things so I could make cameos in video games and other movies.
Valid. I think having a video game character would be so cool though.
Yeah.
Like voice acting like a video game, especially if it's like a bigger game, like and you like see all your favorite like content creators playing it and like
Yeah.
you'll be like known as the voice actor, especially if you give a good performance and it's like wow and like it would give you other opportunities like voice acting wise too. Like voice acting in like a animated movie or
Yeah.
other roles as video game characters. So
I
yeah.
mean, both could like really kickstart a career.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's tough, but I think audience wise, probably movie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I were to like get reached out for like opportunity in Marvel movie, I'm taking that over a video game character.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm curious to see what you say for this because you're a big horror guy. Would you
Okay.
rather be chased by Michael Myers or haunted by Freddy Krueger?
Um, Freddy Krueger.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you like really think about it, it's like you just don't have to think about him while you sleep. That's like that's
Yeah.
kind
Well, I don't know. Because, like,
of
you picked a really bad standy guy.
yeah.
Rip Conchu.
Anyways,
Um, see, I'm kind of a sleepy boy. So, and if Freddy, like, enters my mind, I feel like it's just one of those things that won't leave my mind, and I'll just die. Because what a disaster. Conchu, you are really pushing the limits right now.
I mean, all you have to do is like wake up. I don't know. Michael like always gets his victims though.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're speaking like just because he's only around for like Halloween and a couple days, so it's like you just have to duke it out for that long. But it's like if we're kind of putting Freddy in the same boat, then probably Freddy. But yeah,
Valid. Um, would you rather go camping in the woods or like sail for like 3 days? I did not.
it depends. If I have a like a big enough boat to where I can like assuming I have the knowledge to like get back to shore.
Yeah, like you have the intangibles to
Okay,
like
cuz
sail and drive the boat.
yeah, it's like I've never driven a boat
Yeah.
before. If I have like a half like below water, half above water, I'd probably go boating. But the woods are fun too. It's just bears are kind of annoying. So, probably boat.
I'm camping. I hate big bodies of water.
Oh,
I the ocean top 5 fear.
okay.
There's just so much that we haven't discovered out there. It's
Yeah.
like mm. I would,
Ooh.
knowing my luck, I'd fall asleep and I'd just be in the middle of nowhere and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Um, camping, sure, you get lost, but if you plan, I guess you could plan where you sail to, but
Usually you get like this GPS thing that shows your location and you have to notify people like, "Hey, I'm going out this way." Like and they give you this phone because that's what they did when we went to Boundary Waters. They were like, "Here, have this. And if you're not back by like when you say you're going to be back, we're going to come looking for you."
it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a superhero in Metroville, which is Incredibles,
Yeah.
or a monster in Monstropolis?
Probably a superhero. Just cuz I don't want to be a monster.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'd want to be a monster. Hot take. No.
I'm
Replace you.
already pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends how long you're a superhero. Because I feel like they were hiding for like so long.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's like you're edging yourself so hard on that. Whereas being a monster, Monstropolis, it's like, yeah, you're already a monster pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
um, I don't know if I'd necessarily like want to do scaring, but
It depends. If it's like a dice roll on my superpower, like then it's like, ooh, maybe I'll just be a
yeah.
monster. 'Cause it's like, oh man, you can like cut grass by looking at it. Okay. It's like then I'd be
Yeah.
a monster.
Yeah.
But
All right, we're gonna do one more.
okay.
Do these a different time. All right. Would you rather do IRL FNAF or IRL Slenderman,
Um,
but you actually die if you
but you
lose?
actually die?
Yeah.
Probably FNAF.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm outrunning that dumbass in the woods.
That's like the reason I wouldn't is because like you gotta walk around and find all the pages. FNAF, you just sit there. I feel like I'd get tired and be like, okay, just kill me.
I feel like the FNAF death would be so much more like painful.
Yeah, like
Because I'm going into this knowing I'm gonna die either way. So
yeah,
you're either gonna get like glitched into Slenderman and he just like kills you on the spot,
yeah,
or you get shoved into a like spring loaded suit
yeah. I'm I'm gonna be an animatronic.
in that one aft and didn't even die in the suit.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
would suck ass.
yeah,
Getting spring loaded and then just being like, uh,
yeah.
hor-
Just-
hor-"
yeah. No, it's just I wouldn't want to like run around and be like, oh, this is why I died because I didn't run to the tree fast enough. Like,
I
oh,
yeah, I mean, I feel like if it was like if we were like allowed to take friends, we just like mock the Slenderman until he got to us.
yeah.
With FNAF, it's like, oh God.
We just everyone sits on a door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was Would You Rather. That was a pretty fun segment.
Yeah, I mean it like depends if it's just like the first night or you have to go through
Finish it.
all if
5 nights would suck.
yeah, if you have to go through the whole thing, definitely Slenderman. But
I would say probably all 5 nights. Just since I said, would you rather play FNAF or yeah. Hot takes. So, as I said before, hot takes. I got like, I'm not stealing the idea. I'm just using the idea from the Escape Pod podcast. Go watch them. I'll link them down below. They're a great podcast. If you haven't seen Wafello on TikTok or Instagram, he's very cool. Basically, we're gonna give each other hot takes, and the whole thing is to try and make the other person break and be like, get angry over it. If you get angry, but like not super angry, I don't think that counts as a break.
okay.
It'll be very interesting because me and Caleb think very similar on most
Yeah.
things, so that's why I thought this would be interesting. All right, you want me to go first?
Sure. And I do want to say some of them are I'll get to those at the end, but some of them aren't like directed towards you and it's a general like,
Well,
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not directing like most of these towards you.
Yeah.
Besides, like maybe like the last ones, like I said. If I really have to break you, I guess I will.
Some of them are like, I know we agree on this, but some of them are like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think you'll agree with. I don't know. Halloween's the best holiday. Not even a question. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
even close.
Oh yeah.
Christmas, like Halloween, Christmas.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Um, baseball is boring as hell, and hockey is worse.
Hockey sucks.
um, I've said this before, but I'll go to any sport in person and I'll be entertained. Like it's different when you're there in person, except for hockey. I just don't know what's happening.
Baseball is
It's
fun in
yeah,
person.
baseball is yeah. It's like baseball and softball in person. Like I'll go watch that all the time, but it's like watching it on TV, it's like eh.
Yeah. Um, I don't know why I put I wrote them all down and then I numbered them in order on how I
Oh.
want to say them. Um, this might piss a lot of people off. It's just the sad truth. I don't want to believe this, but it's just the truth. Hawkeye's the worst OG Avenger, and it's not close.
Like powers wise.
Just overall, out of the OG from the first Avengers, he's easily the worst Avenger.
Yeah, I mean, he can't miss, but in the movie he was just bad the whole time and it was like, oh, he didn't really get his time to shine.
No.
Like he had cool bits, but it was like,
Yeah, no.
And he like made a cameo in Thor and did nothing.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Politics boring as hell. I do not care.
Yeah, I was like, this better not be directed at me, because you know me, I could care less about politics.
I know they matter in the grand scheme of thing, and it's like deciding what's best for the world. But I'd rather think about video games.
It's become a dick measuring contest to be
Yeah.
president as of late.
And it's like the older generation versus the new generation. It's just
Yeah.
everyone's a bunch of clowns at this point. It's just, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna eat Oreos and play video games.
This might be the one, like, first one that, like, might get you a little, like, riled up.
Okay.
GTA 5 is the most iconic video game of all time.
I can see why you would say that. It's got a huge presence content wise. Uh, I mean, it's got, especially with Vanos, it's probably like one of the most popular people to do it. That whole crew.
It's the last 3 generations of consoles.
Yeah, it's. Whew.
And it's becoming more of a Rockstar issue than like a waiting for the game issue.
Yeah.
So that's my one nick at GTA 5, I guess, is like I feel like Rockstar is just edging the hell out of that
Yeah.
now. But yeah.
I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I think the NBA would be so much better if there weren't like 20 games a week. I feel like I don't know. I just think there's way too much going on, and if they had less games and they like spaced them out, it would and like every game mattered. It was like because if you look Bucks for example, they're like I have no clue what their record is right now, but it's like sometimes when I look at them, it's like 130 lost like 26. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's like
Yeah.
so much going on.
No, I'd agree. Like, I don't know. I feel like if they made it like 50 games, it'd be better.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's valid to have like 2 games, 3 games a week,
Yeah.
depending on. But 82 is just a little much. And then you don't know much about NBA. Like, you don't know a lot about NBA, but like,
Mm-mm.
it's like, then they start doing load management. Players aren't playing. It's
Yeah.
like a waste of money to get tickets because you're not seeing people play. Haven't seen Giannis play in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's like
In person, I'm saying. So yeah.
I can see why it would be aggravating for like a like if you're going to go see it point of view too, because I think one of them like Holiday, Portis, and Giannis weren't playing, and it was like that's who you're there to like watch. It's like
Yeah, me
come
and Molly
on.
went, and it was during COVID, and Giannis, Middleton, Holiday, and I think Portis had COVID.
It's like
It's like 5 players
yeah,
playing.
it's like come on.
Yeah. At that point, just postpone the game or something. I don't know. All right, what do I want to say next? You know this about me, but this is gonna ruffle a lot of people. I think the Finding franchise in Pixar is extremely overrated.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that played a part in the thing we made today in the top 10.
Mhm.
Also, I'll save my take for that later.
Yeah.
Um, I think pugs are the ugliest dog. They're not like it's not like ooh, but it's just like what happened to your face? Like
I like all dogs, but I'm not gonna like get mad over that.
it's like yeah, it's like not like oh God, this is hideous. It's just like what are you doing? Yeah, it's all smashed in. And it's like what are you doing?
This I guess this kind of correlates with my last one, kinda. Dory and Sadness are written very well, but they're extremely unbearable characters.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're that's why they're so good is
Yes.
because they make you feel they make you so angry. Yeah.
I hate Sadness.
Oh, yeah. Um, this may piss some big TV watchers off, and especially like movie critics, but I think the actors Oscars are boring.
I mean,
I just
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gotten worse over the years.
yeah, it's more of like a cash grab than a like actually. I mean, some people like deserve it, but other times it's just like
This last year is probably the best one in a while.
and it's only because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
No, not that one. It
Oh,
was yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we don't have to get into that.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I kind of agree with that. Um, this obviously isn't anyone's fault. If Chadwick Boseman was still alive, Black Panther would be like one of my most highly anticipated characters in the MCU right now. But I could care less about Black Panther right now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I still haven't seen Wakanda Forever,
Oh, okay.
but that proves that I could care less about it because I still haven't gone on my way to see it
Yeah.
yet. And I'm not saying it's a bad movie because I haven't seen it. I can't say if it's a bad movie or not. Just not super excited to watch it either. So,
Um, I don't know how you feel about this either. I think Pop Tarts are overrated.
no. I'm not gonna get mad over it, but you're wrong.
I think they're overrated.
Um, when it's all said and done, Tom Holland's gonna be the best Spider-Man. Why are you drinking your water?
Mm. Um, I I said Idina Menzel, so the person who played Elsa, is good, not great. I think she's mid.
I'm pretty sure you've told me that before.
She's like a Broadway star for playing Elphaba in Wicked, and she did like a great job while singing Defying Gravity. That's it. I I think she's okay, but mm, I know one other person that agrees, but
I have a feeling we're not gonna break each other.
yeah.
I have a really smoking take coming up. Um, no, I was gonna wait to say this until the end, but just to rally you up,
Okay.
Caleb's gonna be 14th place in fantasy this season, dead last.
I think pineapple on pizza is good.
I have no problem with
Okay.
that.
I was gonna say, I mean, you're a big pizza guy, and it's
I
like just a
I
topping.
enjoy Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? It's just a pizza topping. Like,
Yeah, people get furious
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like don't go out of my way, but if there's Hawaiian pizza, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a slice.
not to like throw a jab at Molly, because I don't know the people that don't like Hawaiian pizza, but I think it's her favorite pizza. So maybe second favorite pizza. So Marvel shits on DC.
I think DC has good moments, but I think everything is
Force getting fucking furious about that. I
uh,
will say DC animated content better than Marvel.
that's I yeah.
Everything else, Marvel's better.
It's like I don't know. I think things are so like different with power levels because Superman being as fast as Flash is like
Well, you can't even compare them.
I mean Flash is like so much faster, but it's like Superman being so fast is like
Like, meaning like you can't even compare Marvel and DC.
yeah.
Like power wise,
Mm-hmm.
because DC's biggest thing that fans say is, "Oh, Justice League would shit on Avengers." Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Like obviously they would.
Yeah. Just because they're so like, oh my God.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean DC's better than Marvel.
No,
So
yeah, it just the whole like speedster universe. I think they're super cool. It's like the whole Speed Force thing being like so fast is like really overpowered, but it's like, man, it's neat. And then the whole Lantern Corps. Anyways,
this is a guy that doesn't watch DC and is super excited for James Gunn to take over DC. I still think Marvel shits on DC. So, yeah.
um, I think tomatoes are good.
You're wrong. I'm not gonna get mad about it, but you're wrong.
Reheated, awful.
Okay. I thought you were about to say some shit that
No,
reheated tomatoes were good. That
no.
might have broke me.
Reheated tomatoes are just kind of gross. If I reheat something and it's got tomato, I'll take them off. But I think tomatoes. What?
Now I'm starting to get riled up.
I think tomatoes are good. They add an extra layer of like oomph that you need.
You can't tell me that burrito, the breakfast burrito at Taco Bell is any better with those tomatoes in it.
I'd have to have one without.
Okay. Regular Show's the best animated show of all time.
Oh, well, we agree with that. So,
Well, we said Cartoon Network show.
yeah, but
I'm
it's
saying
so.
out of anything, out of anime, out of
Oh.
Nickelodeon, out of
Oh.
cartoons, anything.
Is probably like top 5 of all time for me. How many do you have left?
2.
Oh, okay. I also have 2 left.
Okay. I
Oh,
don't think we're gonna break this episode. Unless my last thing just really sets you off.
I don't know which one to do next then. I think Andrew's the worst Spider-Man.
You're wrong. I'm not gonna get mad, but you're wrong.
I think I don't know. In my opinion, he's like the weakest Peter.
I know it could break you now. I'm not gonna say it because I think that I didn't write it beforehand. But I feel I agree with it. I'll say it last if I really have to.
Okay. It just I don't know. I like his quips when he's like in the suit. Outside of that, it's like eh.
I'm gonna get so much hate for this. And this like literally isn't any like I don't have any beef with the character I'm about to say.
Okay.
Like I like none at all. Like I think he has like a top 5 performance. But if Willem Dafoe gets casted as Joker, he'd be better than Heath Ledger.
I'd give it a solid like maybe.
I think he has a chance of being better if he gets casted for the Batman movie.
Yeah.
Also, James Gunn has reached out. So,
I mean, he's gonna do everything right for DC.
yeah.
My last take. Oh wait, no, I've got 2 more.
Okay, well then I guess I'll say
Oh wait, I've got 1 more. No. I think I'll say this one. I completely like looked over it. Over the years, as a child, I was like, every time this would like I'd have it, I'd be like, yes, awesome. But over the years, I've had some bad experiences with it. I think bacon is mid.
100%.
Oh, okay. I was like, as a child, you're like, yes, bacon. But I've
Dude,
had some like bad bacon.
maybe the like pork quality has gone down,
Yeah.
but I used to love bacon. I had a shirt that I put my bacon on my bacon. No, bacon sucks now.
It's
I'll
like,
eat it. Like I'll have it on a burger.
yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out my way. Like I'm gonna order sausage over bacon every time.
Yeah.
We should have a food hot take. Just foods. You'd probably break me pretty quick on that one.
Probably. Yeah, no, it's just I don't know. I can't get over like bacon bits. Like I've had some really just awful bacon bits.
Oh,
It's
really?
like, yeah. They're just
Like the processed ones?
yeah, it's just
Oh.
gross sometimes. Um, but yeah.
I think musicals are really good, but plays are awful.
That makes sense.
I
I
hate
mean,
plays. Musicals are really good though.
yeah, plays. As someone who does plays, you get like maybe like an eighth of the audience you would for musicals. People do not care about plays anymore. It's like you go for like the comedy and the writing of the story, and it's like they're pretty boring. And I still,
No, but I like musicals. I'll give you that.
I didn't know you actually liked musicals.
I like going to musicals. I told you I liked Beauty and the Beast. I liked um Annie. I liked that one.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia. All right, what's your last
My
one?
last one, I think diet soda sucks.
That's okay.
I don't drink soda that much, but if it's the choice between like diet and like
No, I
non-diet,
agree.
it's like I go with non-diet. It's like, eh.
Only diet I drink is Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke. Every other soda, I will not drink the diet version of.
I just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of like any dark soda that's not Dr. Pepper. Besides that, I just,
Root beer?
oh, well, yeah, I guess root beer.
Mm.
But I think root beer is like so unique in the way it tastes. Anyways,
Toby's the worst Spider-Man.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Without a doubt. Easily.
Why?
He's old. He's too old to play Spider-Man. I like he cries constantly. He's always crying. Bad Boy Maguire's like funny but awful. He has the best villains. I'll give you that. But like Tom would smack the shit out of him. Andrew goes way more than he does. Tom's the worst. Toby's the worst.
I just, I think he's like, I don't know, he's like not a genius, and it's like he gets his powers
Also,
from,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But him losing his powers in Spider-Man 2 is the dumbest shit
yeah,
ever. Because he's like, no, I have to hide my powers. Shut the hell up. That was dumb. I hated that. I love Spider-Man 2, but that storyline was
yeah.
dumb. And I love the Sam Raimi trilogy of Tobey movies, but Tobey's the worst Spider-Man, easily. And I think they'd prove it if Andrew got Amazing Spider-Man 3.
I feel like he could. I want it to happen.
Yeah, me too.
I think,
Venomverse,
yeah.
Tom Hardy and Andrew Garfield.
I think if they filmed the Amazing Spider-Man movies when Andrew was older, they'd be a lot better. I think he's gotten better at acting.
I think he does great. I think he's the best Spider-Man in the suit.
In the suit, yeah.
He's the funniest. He shows great emotion when he's in the suit. Like you feel exactly how he feels.
Yeah.
He goes through the easily the worst. Besides No Way Home with Tom,
Yeah.
like easily the worst. Like stuff. Like literally dropped Gwen. Like did not catch Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's just he's got like I don't know. I didn't like Electro that much.
That's not his fault though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The writing's awful, but he was still good. There's like a difference between like being bad and also having a bad written movie. I like I don't know. I was about to spoil something that we'll talk about a different day. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, that was our hot takes. We didn't break this episode. I was pretty close on those tomato one of all things. Fucking hate tomatoes.
I know. You like cherry tomatoes at least?
No,
What?
that shit's disgusting. I would say cherry tomatoes are worse than regular tomatoes.
Oh my god, I snack on them all the
Yeah,
time.
and that's weird as hell.
No, it's not.
Okay. To finish this episode off, to kind of culminate our Pixar quad episode thing we've been doing here. Maybe one day we'll do like a top 10 like Pixar characters list, maybe. But today we have our top 10 Pixar villains. Something that I was very excited to do after we were done with watching the movies because we got to see all the villains. So,
Yeah.
I I don't know about you, but I'm kind of curious. I only actually had 18 movies on the list that had a villain.
Yeah.
The other 8 movies, yeah, 8, didn't have a villain, or it was just like nothing.
Yeah.
Or the villain was just so bad I literally can't remember type of thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you want me to go first or
Yeah, you can go first.
all right. I wrote the 2 that just missed out on like my honorable mentions just because it was the only other 2 villains that I could think of. Um, I have Mordu from Brave, the bear,
More do. Yeah.
and I have Thunderclap from The Good Dinosaur, the the vulture type
Yeah.
thing. Thunderclap just missed out on my honorable mention because I remembered someone. So yeah. All right, my honorable mentions. Not really in any particular order. I have Francesco Bernoulli from Cars 2. I think he would have been even better if Cars 2 was a better movie.
Yeah.
If there's racing, but like I don't know. And he ended up being good in the end. He was just cocky. I think Francesco is better than the oil
Oh, yeah.
person because he was dumb. That was just dumb. Cars 2 is just bad. So
Yeah.
I have Terry from Soul. He wasn't really that much of a
Yeah.
villain, but he was like kind of a Nazi about his numbers and
Yeah.
was kind of like preying on Joe's downfall the entire movie. I have Jackson Storm from Cars 3. He's okay. I have Iricole from Luca, the the guy that was like trying to hunt down the fish people.
Mm-hmm.
I have the steering wheel from Wall-E. I don't know his name, so I wrote down the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then just barely missing out, I have Skinner from Ratatouille. That's my honorable mention.
Okay. My honorable mentions, surprisingly enough. I've got Chick Hicks. I have Gabriella from Toy Story 4.
Mm,
Yeah.
that was another one that I didn't. She was like there, but
Yeah.
yeah, she ended up being like just wanting to like be played with, so it's like
Yeah.
whatever.
We got Zurg.
Mm. Mhm.
Solid. Kind of forgot about him. I like looked up a list of villains like specifically. I was like, oh yeah. I've got Mordu.
Mm.
I've got Charles Muntz from Up. Even though he wasn't in the movie for like 90% of it, his whole like intention was like pretty awful though. Just collecting.
You gotta feel for the guy.
Yeah, if you had one left and it was Kevin, yeah. But
Yeah,
it was just like, ah,
yeah.
piss off. And then Chef Skinner.
I think Skinner could have been higher on my list. I just enjoy the other ones more.
Mm-hmm.
My number 10, I have Charles Muntz from Up.
Yeah.
Uh, it's kind of one of those things where like he's forgettable in some ways.
Yeah.
That's why he's not higher, but like his intentions there, like he was like canceled because he didn't have real like Kevin Bones or whatever.
Yeah.
So like and he like disappeared for years after that. And yeah. Um but I don't know. I think he's a pretty solid villain for Up.
Yeah.
So
It's just he was he was introduced like right at the start in the TV show. They're like, "Oh." And then I like completely forgot about him.
I think that's kind of the point, to be
Yeah.
honest, because like just like everyone else, kind of forgot about him even
Exactly.
being existing in the first place. So yeah, I have Charles Muntz at 10.
At 10, I've got, um, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. It's Ercole Visconti from
Mm-hmm.
Luca. When I looked up his name, he's canonically 18.
Yikes.
So it's just like the whole movie, every time he was there, it was like, ah,
Yeah, dude,
like
you are weird.
why?
Yeah.
And he was so, God, he was just trash, just trashy guy. And it's like, well, that's what made him a good villain.
I
But
think
it was,
yeah. I think Skinner and Eric Cole are like the ones that just barely missed my list. Like Luca, I would say like a mid-tier Pixar movie, but it's like one of those ones that actually have a villain. Newer Pixar doesn't have much villain people in it anymore. So
yeah,
number 9, I have Chick Hicks from Cars 1.
Kachiga. Yeah.
Um, did King Dirty Man.
Yeah.
That's why he's at number 9. If he didn't do that, if he was just there, I think he would just be in my honorable mentions. But and he like, you're like, yeah, I hate this guy. Like
Yeah.
he's so annoying, and like the whole like he won the Piston Cup but no one gave a shit. It's like so funny.
And like he had it on the set next to him every time he was on TV. It was like,
Yeah, in
yeah,
Cars 3. Yeah.
yeah. It's like,
Yeah, seeing him come back is pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Another honorable mention that I could have wrote down, but I didn't, because he ended up being a good guy, is Ken from Toy Story 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was fun.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, Barbie. Um, let's see, we're on 9. I've got, surprisingly, it was just kind of hard to rank like the next few, to be honest. Um, I've got Henry J. Waternoose III from Monsters University. Big spider crab guy. It's like the whole like uprooting the university and like, you know, doing what he did. I just think
Wait, is that the spider from the first one?
from university.
Oh, like the girl? Like like the main chick? Is that a guy?
Yeah.
No shot.
No, the dragon spider person is a girl, but she
Yeah.
wasn't. I wouldn't say she's like. Wait, what movie is he from?
The guy that
Yeah,
like
the
ran Monsters Inc.
oh, is he
Yeah, he's from the
the
first
the
one.
crab?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's from the first one.
Well, he's from the first one,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's a good villain.
I agree. We're on 8, right?
Yeah.
Uh, this is gonna piss so many people off, but I've Incredibles 1 villain.
Syndrome
Yep.
at 8.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he killed a lot of superheroes. Yeah, he like trapped the Incredibles, but he got absolutely fiddlesticked by his own robot, which is like probably the point
Yeah.
of his character. But it's like he didn't really do much for me. He's obviously iconic character. I
Yeah.
think he's a better character than a villain in my eyes. And then the cape killing him at the end was funny. So, well, maybe not funny, but it was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's I remember that part. But yeah, no, I already had that kind of a hot take in our Pixar ranking. Syndrome just didn't do much for me, even though I love Monsters Inc. like the first one. So yeah,
Incredibles.
Incredibles, yeah.
um,
Oh,
my number 8 is because I am a fool. I've just got Randall. Just because they were like, I guess, two villains. Um, kind of teamed up together. But like I said, I'm a fool. Paired up with Water Noose.
mhm.
Yeah, he's a good villain. Such a creepy guy. Yep.
Number seven, I have the Screenslaver from Incredibles 2.
hmm
I think, like I said on the Pixar ranking, I think Screenslaver is better than Syndrome. Hot take. Uh, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Evelyn just like being the like twist villain as the
Yeah.
Screenslaver was just like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like obviously the Screenslaver himself didn't fight much, but it was just like he's kind of like a Riddler type
Yeah.
character where he's like getting other people to do his shit for him, like hypnotizing people. Like there's a lot of like things that could have hurt a lot of people that he was doing. It's like that's kind of awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, Screenslaver at seven.
My number seven is Hopper. I think Bug's Life is a solid movie, but Hopper definitely like helps because he's such like oh my god, like dude is just. And the thing is, the like grasshoppers all have like enough food to last them. They just want more.
Mhm.
And they want to show dominance over the ants because they're secretly afraid of them.
Mhm.
But like every time he showed up, it was like you, gah, gah.
This might also be a hot take, but I at number six I have Sid from Toy Story 1. I It's just one of those things where like he's so classic. Like he's such a classic
Yeah,
Pixar villain. And it's like he's a kid. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
yeah.
Um all the toys scaring him at the end was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like but he's like God, why is he doing that?
Yeah.
Like kind of thing. Like very despicable. Yep. That's Sid.
Um. Yeah. Number six, I've got Evelyn Dever, Screenslaver.
Mm,
Like he pretty much covered everything I was gonna say. Just the twist at the end of like kind of undermining the whole society, and then
Underminer.
the underminer, yeah. Undermining the whole the whole superhero thing. It's like we like had a hint of like yeah, this is probably what was gonna happen, maybe, but yeah, I think she's a good villain.
Yeah, she was also gushing over Elastigirl, which don't
Yeah,
blame her. But anyways,
she is smarter. She would have like made the goggles not able to come off, but
yeah, I mean, cause or just like indestructible.
yeah, all they had to do was hit each other in the head, and they'd break, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Number five, I have Hopper. He's easily the best part of Bug's Life. I think
yeah,
might be a hot take. I think Bug's Life is a lower tier Pixar movie. I just think it's like it's there. It's a
yeah,
classic. It's classic, but it's not like something I'd go out of my way to rewatch. I just think everything like outside of Hopper is just like meh to me, and that's why Hopper's so high on this list because
yeah,
he elevates that movie so much. He's such a like you just hate him as a villain.
yeah,
Like all the grasshoppers, like you said, like they're all like terrifying to ants. Hopper's like head honcho. Yeah, so it's my number five.
yeah. Um, Number five, and this like these five honestly could be changed around.
Mm,
Maybe not like number one, but
yep.
I could see the argument for it. At number five, I've got Stinky Pete. This dude was such a rat.
So stinky.
Yeah, like his name fit him so well. And the fact that like he got out of his box at one point and it was like, I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah,
This
bro, you're
guy.
literally complaining about like I couldn't get out of my box. No one wanted to play with me.
Yeah. And just get out of your box and leave.
Yeah, come on.
Um, but yeah, he was such a little piece of garbage. It's like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta go. This is what we're supposed to do. We'll talk to each other forever in this glass box while people look at us.
Mm,
Because it's all he ever knew. Meh.
yeah.
But, yeah, such a, just a.
Yeah. Number 4, I have Stinky Pete.
Yeah.
Stinky Pete's another one of those twist villains where it's like, oh shit, like you're bad.
Yeah.
Like, like any his whole thing makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he's just wants vengeance because like no one played with him,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Like it's just like there's so many scenes where it's like Jesse and Bullseye were just about to like escape and then grab Jesse again, and then
Yeah.
he'd like found a way to get him into the airplane. Bullseye popped off and caught up to the airplane.
Yeah.
Bullseye,
You know.
top 10 anime character.
True.
No, but yeah, it's just like one of those things. Yeah, no, Stinky Pete, so stinky, truly.
Incredibly stinky Pete. At number 4, I've got Sid Phillips.
Said, yeah,
Sid, yeah. He, I don't know. As someone who didn't like to destroy their toys as a child, seeing him do that is like, "Grr, why? Why?" And seeing how sad the other toys were trying to like keep themselves
yeah,
together, it was like, oh, dude, come on. He's just incredibly annoying throughout the movie. It's like, can't believe he's getting away with what he's getting away with.
yeah. Yeah, just like them being stuck in the house too is like so frustrating. It's like, bro, just
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Number 3, I have Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of those great twist villains that you
Yeah.
just don't see coming. And it's like, man, like he just murdered him. Like, come
Yeah.
on. And then that ruined like Coco's family for so long with no music because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Ernesto's just like so annoying. My one gripe I have with him, and it's something you brought up in the Pixar ranking, was
Oh,
him getting stepped on and then him getting hurt by it, even though
yeah.
he's a skeleton. It's like
Yeah.
the dumbest shit ever.
It's like,
But the whole like afterlife turning on him was like, yeah, F you.
yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah, good. Screw you. Like, yeah. And
The whole fact that he like stole the other guy's music. It
yeah,
was just like, you rat, and you got popular for it.
yeah, holy
You're
crap.
seen as like the best ever.
Yeah, best musician ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At number 3, I've got Ernesto de la Cruz. So that's kind of why I piggybacked off of it,
Yeah.
because I'm just talking about him next. Yeah, no, I think he was like one of the best twist villains in movies, just because he was so like praised, and you thought it was gonna be. I want to say his name was like Jorge, the other guy, but it's definitely not. Or it's like
Okay.
Anthony. Oh, it just landed on the table.
Yeah, it's like something on the chair.
Um, but he was a great twist villain because we praised him the whole time because we thought he was this great musician. And I mean, it does take a great musician to play the songs, but if you're not giving credit to the people that made it, then they shouldn't be playing it. But part of the reason why Coco is a great movie.
All right, let me check this real quick.
Okay.
His name's Hector.
Hector!
Yeah.
It was close. Yeah. We thought it was gonna be like Hector the whole time because we saw him trying to do some nefarious things. He cross-dressed and he was like, "Oh, I'm someone else," and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of figured he was like one of those piece of garbage people that
yeah,
were just gonna be like, he's just gonna leave him. Miguel's just gonna leave him in the dust and whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
he's the villain later too. Yeah, yeah. Um, number two, I've Randall. Um, Monsters Inc. and Monsters University. If because I mean he turned bad in University. Obviously, it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Just such a good character. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can just tell. Well, obviously you knew in University that he's gonna be bad, but
Yeah.
like he like thrives so hard to be like liked and popular, and just turned on him, and his like own power like made him a joke because of like he like turned into like pink hearts
Yeah.
wallpaper, and it's like, oh, screw you, Wazowski. Like,
Why
yeah,
I oughta.
literally.
I want to like find someone that's never seen those two movies and like have them watch University first and then Ink and then ask them what their favorite is.
That'd be interesting.
Cause it's like I wonder if they prefer University because it's technically the first one,
Hmm.
but yeah,
University gets such unwarranted hate, in my
yeah.
opinion. It's such a good movie. Anyways,
Oh yeah, I crossed it off for some reason. Um, my number two got Syndrome. I think he's a solid villain. He like gets dunked on by his robot because he has no superpowers.
yeah,
Like that's the whole thing. But the fact that he like killed so many superheroes, it was like why? It just
yeah,
it's kind of it's just kind of awful. And the fact that he like came back after all this time and like kidnapped the incredible family, it was just like
yeah.
like this dude is making me angry. Um,
Wayana.
yeah, why I oughta. And then yeah, the full circle moment of Edna being like, no capes because they're stupid. And then yeah,
Then he got sucked in.
yeah, and then he died because of his cape
Yep,
because it was stupid.
yep.
So
All right, number one, it's Lotso, obviously.
number one is Lotso.
It's not even close. Like, Lotso is like top 10 villains ever, in my opinion. He's so hateable.
It's
He's such
oh my
he's
oh my
such a
god.
freaking he's so annoying. Like he's like so hateable. He's just makes me so angry.
Yeah,
Like
I
everything he does is just like God.
yeah.
And like the whole thing is like, yeah, he has a villain arc. There's a reason why he's like this, but he doesn't learn to change. Woody
Yeah.
Woody goes out of his way to help him out of the like trash compactor,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "See ya!"
Yeah,
Like,
that's like the part that gets me every
screw
time.
you.
Ah.
And then he gets
Ugh.
picked up by some like dude with a Mack truck and gets stapled to the front, which deserved,
Yeah.
honestly. You deserve to rot on the front of a semi for the rest of your life. Piece of garbage. God, hate Lotso.
Yeah. I remember the first time I watched that movie, I was like fuming. I was like, this villain, oh my god.
So good though.
Yeah.
Very
It's
good
just I
villain.
yeah.
Just makes me so angry. So yeah, that's our Pixar villain ranking list. Maybe we'll do a top 10 Pixar like characters in general at some point. But yeah, capping off our Pixar journeys been pretty fun with
Yeah.
the movie ranking and villain ranking. So let us know who you like hate, like your least favorite person in Pixar, and why it's Lotso in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Um,
That or comment your own hot takes.
True. Maybe we'll react to some hot takes if you guys comment some.
That would be funny.
Gets next time we'll have to get Forrest on for hot takes. I know I could rile him up pretty easily. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Tomatoes are good.
No, they're not.